Welcome back to another month of bullet journaling, and one of my favorite months. This month, we'll be hopping over to NIJISANJI to cover the liver group Eden-Gumi. Consisting of 5 members, 4 active and 1 graduated, this group debuted back in the summer of 2021. They come from the city of Eden. I'm familiar with a few members of this wave as they've done collabs with NIJISANJI Eden members, so I'm excited to learn more about their lore and backstories. Starting off, we have Loren Yudoras, a police officer who belongs to the city defense force called Thrones. As Eden's a very chaotic city, he's always busy and doesn't get much sleep. His last name Yudoras is very similar to a mineral water brand called Ilohas, though he stated he preferred to be called Loren or Lau since he didn't want to be sued. He's super good at FPS games, ranking Predator on Apex, Immortal on Valorant, and top 50 in Overwatch, though he repeatedly clarified that these rankings were only when he was actively playing. He did speculate during his debut if his ranks were part of the reason why NIJISANJI hired him. He can play multiple instruments including bass, guitar, and electron. Unfortunately, he has faced several controversies that led to official apologies, such as accidentally leaking a pirated adult content on his PC on stream, and using a term considered a slur against Koreans on stream. Next is Leos Vincent, a mad scientist that spends his day making shady drugs. Explosions can be heard coming from his lab daily. His gemmates also call him Vincent. I believe he's what we call a boy failure, and is a genius of the art of failing with style. Starting off strong in his debut, we witnessed this as he had his mic muted, so the first 2 minutes were just silence. This would 100% be me. He then proceeds to turn off the background music entirely. He misspelled his own name and also spent the majority of his debut stream introducing his mascot, Mamineko, instead of himself. His first text tweet sent after his debut was, "I wanna die." What a mood. He also has a car and motorcycle license and used to ride his bikes around the Nagano region. I remember my first time watching Vincent was during his Among Us collab with the Eden Livers, where he proceeded to scream, "No, no, no, I'm justice," to defend himself, and was promptly voted out, screaming, "Fuck you!" I worry that his boy failure encompasses all parts of his life, as he talked about using a yoga ball as a chair and sleeping in a sleeping bag. Sir, are you okay? Blink twice if you need help. Next up is Oliver Evans, a young professor. He's often referred to as Sensei. His fanbase is called Zenmisei, or seminar students. He's a lecturer and scholar in virtual cultural anthropology, and he teaches English literature. Man, I wish my lectures were as interesting and fun as his streams. Oliver has a very calming and relaxing voice, very ASMR material. He's fluent in English even though he mentioned in his debut that he hasn't used it in 10 years. 10 years without speaking the language and still being fluent in it is pretty amazing. He often collaborates with EN members and is considered to be an unofficial EN member. He's one of the few NIJI JP members I know because of this. He gets along great with the EN members and helped bridge the JP and EN gap by doing more collabs and even being a host for Luxium's debut. The last current member of Eden-Gumi is Ling Patterson. She's also the only female liver in this wave. She's a competent bodyguard that loves puns and sharks. As a shark once saved her life, she's often seen holding one called Hohojiro-san, or Great White Shark-san. Her gemmates call her Ling-kun or Pata-san. Even though Ling claims that bodyguards shouldn't have weaknesses, she admits she doesn't like carbonated drinks. She has a higher and cuter voice than I expected, and chat calls her cute when she was flustered and nervous when facing technical difficulties during her debut. Finally, we have Axia Kurone, who graduated back in November 2022. He was the pilot of the mobile infantry Thrones. He compares his job as flying Gundams. He works alongside Loren and they're super close friends. However, he's always broke as he gives his money to the poor. Axia is a huge gamer, especially FPS and MMORPG. On the flip side, he can't stand horror games. Like Oliver, he also enjoys sweet food, dessert, and milk tea. He enjoys cooking, though it started from necessity to save money. Axia has a really bright and fun personality, as seen during his debut. His model always had an open-mouthed smile. Sadly, he graduated a little over a year of streaming. He took a long hiatus in August 2022 due to parasocial harassment, looking to take legal action against defamation. It appears that fans were coddling him like they were his mother, and he didn't appreciate the atmosphere of his streams. Ultimately, he left without a final stream as he and NIJISANJI's direction did not match, announcing his graduation effective immediately and his accounts were deleted. And that's the livers of Team Eden. In terms of connection, I definitely see Vincent, Oliver, and Pata-san together, and Axia with Lauren before he graduated. I can't exactly say it's shocking as fans are known to get very parasocial, just like K-pop fans. It's to the point where we forget that livers are real people with feelings too, and they should be respected. It's so sad that Axia just wanted to be a streamer who plays games, but he had countless fans that crossed that boundary just because he was an attractive male VTuber. It reminds me of what Vox had to go through. Also, even if they're gen mates, it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone in that wave will be close friends. Lauren has distanced himself a bit, but he might just have others that he likes to hang out with. In the end, we have to remember that being a big corporate VTuber means that you're an entertainer in a business, and this is your job. Anyway, I'm glad to have learned more about this unit regardless, and I'll see you guys next month.